Hello there, welcome. My name is Ray, and today I'm gonna play some Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Now, this is the first time that I'm doing something like this. It's the first time that I'm doing a playthrough where I record myself and upload it onto YouTube. I played Mass Effect a lot of times before, so this is not a new playthrough for me. But I just want to see what the differences are, and I'll comment on it as we go along. So thank you for joining me. I'll put some info in the description regarding my setup. And short version is I'm gonna be playing on ultra wide. I don't think a lot of people have ultra wide, so I have a 1080p ultra wide monitor. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to do this with you. As you can see, this is the title screen for the Legendary Edition, and we're gonna start. Without further ado, let's go. Press any key, and as you can see, this is the launcher, and with the launcher you have the option to start Mass Effect 1, 2, or 3. I already started Mass Effect 1, as you can see, but that was mostly to ensure that everything is working smoothly, so that my computer can handle the game and stuff like that. I have quite an old GPU. It's an R9 Fury with only 4 gigabytes of RAM, so I was worried that it might jog along in certain scenes, but surprisingly, it works quite well. So I think the recommended specifications for these games are a bit high. You don't need that powerful a PC to run the game well. And it's on max settings, so. But I wanted to do it like this so that you can see the launcher, and I'm gonna restart the game, so Mass Effect 1. And that's how we're gonna do it. So instead of pressing resume right now, that would take me to where I left the previous game. I reached the Citadel, and so the Citadel is quite big, and it was important for me to walk there. So yeah, I'm gonna press start, and then the launcher is gonna close and bring me into Mass Effect. So you might see a black screen for a while. I might cut that out, I don't know. I might leave it in. Depends on if I have something interesting to say. Obviously, my native language is not English. I used to actually be able to speak English without an accent, but lately I don't speak English that much, so it has become worse. So yeah, let's go. Press start, and then the launcher is gonna close and open Mass Effect 1. The launcher is quite neat. I think it's beautiful. And now we wait. This is the same as the old game, basically, but the logo's changed a bit. So the Mass Effect logo right here is just slightly different. I think it used to have like an edge around it, and that edge was slightly blue. Look at that. Look how fast that loaded. So we saw briefly the mass relay looks extremely sharp, much more sharp than it used to look. And this is the title screen, which, as you can see, it fills up my whole screen. At least I don't know if you can see it, but if you have an ultra wide screen, you can see that it basically fills the whole screen. If you have a 16:9 monitor, you're gonna have black bars on top and bottom. So yeah, looks beautiful. Music is the same. The resolution of the planet is great. So let's do this. Again, the logo was a bit different. So as I already mentioned, I already started the career, but we're gonna start a new one.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
This is already a bit different.
Classified information requested.
There is some checkerboard in the background. It didn't used to be there.
Secure connection.
This used to be like a lot of small square pieces. So that's quite different. Jane Shepard, looks like M. Shep. I'm gonna play like a custom, because I like to do that. And it's gonna be a custom male. I don't like playing as Fem Shep simply because I'm male. I don't know. The immersion for me, it goes better with me when I play as a male, you know?
Please log in to access.
Nothing against Jennifer Hale though. She's an awesome voice actress. But, you know, for me, I prefer to play as a male because I'm a male. First name, I'm gonna call myself Ray double Y, just for fun. Okay. As you can already see here, the textures on the suit are extremely more high resolution than the previous game. This is a bit different. It didn't used to have like this human skeleton here.
Warning, data corruption detected.
Audio is
Please
exactly the same though.
reconstruct profile.
Yeah, it looks a bit different, but
Confirm pre-service
functions
history.
practically the same. So spacer colonists or earthborn. I normally do earthborn, but I think for this playthrough I'm gonna do spacer. And you know, I'm gonna show all three of them, and you can pause if you're interested in reading them. I'm not gonna read them because I read them so many times already. So I'm gonna go for a spacer.
Confirm psychological profile.
I'm gonna do the same for the psychological profile. Soul Survivor, War Hero, Ruthless. I'm gonna go with Soul Survivor. War Hero for me is like too heroic, too perfect. I'm not like that, so. And Ruthless is too ruthless, and I'm not like that either. So I like to play these games like as if I was in the game, you know? So Soul Survivor.
Confirm military specialization.
So in this game you have Soldier, which is basically the specialist in shooting. And then you have an engineer, which is basically a specialist in tech, which assists you with hacking and stuff like that. Adams is like a space mage, and you know, infiltrator is basically a soldier and engineer combined. Sentinel is like an engineer and adept combined, and Vanguard is like a soldier and adept combined. I'm gonna play adept just because singularity is the best power ever. So we're gonna do that.
Confirm facial identification.
And I'm gonna try to let Shepard look like me. I didn't look very thoroughly at the options in the Legendary Edition. I didn't think there were that many because I just wanted to test the performance previously, as I already mentioned. But I think I expected a bit more, you know, for Shepard. But you know, let's take a look. Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 facial structures. It's not a lot. Well, you know, you have a choice. What does my face look like the most? Let's see. Probably the most ugly one. I think this one is the best skin tone. A little bit darker tone, I guess. Something like this. It's fine. Complexion. That's too old. I'm not that old. Not yet. And I think this is fine. Okay, then we'll go for the head, neck thickness. Let's see. Yep, you can turn the head just fine. I mean, look at how sharp all these textures are. It used to be blurry and stuff. Like my screen was painted with, I don't know, color or something. But right now it looks really good. Okay, let's see. Face size. Oh wow. Nah. No, thank you. Let's drop it down a bit. Okay. Yeah. That looks good. I always had trouble like making Shepard looking straight at me, and that doesn't seem to have changed. A bummer, but hey, you know, you can't have everything. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Cheek width, that's fine. Cheekbones. Let's look at it from the side to see it. Okay. This looks fine. Cheek gaunt. I wonder. Yeah, the sliders didn't change much. I'm gonna make the ears as big as possible. You can't see my ears right now, but my ears are huge, like enormous. Elephants would be jealous. Okay, orientation. I know. I'm not trying to make him look good. I'm just trying to make him look a bit like me. I have like a lot of beard right now. I'm not gonna make him like that, but you know, this looks fine. Eyes, eye shape. Come on, look at me, bro. Oh god, so annoying. Okay, finally, eye shape. Too large. I think this one is fine. Yeah, that looks like my eyes. Agree? Okay. Eye height. That's fine. Eye width. That's fine. So yeah, you have a lot of options, but it's not like very much improved compared to the original Mass Effect. It's similar, the textures are better, but you know, it's not that different. Iris color, I'm gonna try to give myself some dark brown eyes. Why are you looking over there? That's black. I don't want black. Over here, you have to look over here, not over there. Otherwise, I can't see your eyes. Okay. Is that like dark brown? It's a bit light. That's like my wife's eyes color. Ah, that's fine. I'll go with that. Jaw. Okay, the jaw looks fine mostly. Chin depth. Chin width. I think I have a chin thin, so I like that. Jaw width. Maybe it might end up looking completely different than what I look like. Just the image of what I think I look like. Maybe I look a lot worse. So yeah, that was the jaw. Let's go to the mouth now. Mouth shape. Oh wow, that's too thick. Something like this, right? Lip size thicker. Okay, mouth height. That's fine. Mouth width. Something like that. Okay, nose. Doesn't look too ugly, but now I want you to look to the side. Let's see, nose depth. Something like that. Nose height. Something like that. Nose shape. Okay. That's good, right? Okay. Nose. Hair. I want black hair. My hair's black. Hair. Color. Let's change the color first. Oh wow. Some quite exotic colors right here. Quite exotic. Not my cup of tea. You know, it's good that those options are there for those that want them. Let's see. This is quite black. Let me see it just. Oh wow, that's really black. I think that's better. A bit less black, you know? And my hairstyle is probably more like, let's see, like this since I'm going bald, but it's not long enough. I have a bun, but there's no option for that. It shines like red. I don't like that. What's with that weird shine? Ah, maybe it looks better in the game itself. Didn't bother me when I was testing it before, but okay. Let's see. I think I'll go with this. That's better. And facial hair color is really black. Beard, let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe a bit less intense. Change the color maybe. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. Yeah, I like this better. Eyebrows look a little faded though, but no. Not gray. Yeah, let's leave it like this. Okay. Scar. I don't want any scars. I think that's the one without scars, right? Okay. We're done. It now has the code, so this code helps you to, you know, if you have another code of your old Shepard, something like that, I think you can post it in here and it'll create it for you. Not sure, but that's how it should work. Let's keep going. Finalize. That's it. Ray with double Y, Shepard. Spacer, Soul Survivor, Adept. Let's go. Effects look good, by the way. Let's keep going. All right.
Identification confirmed.
Oh yeah. So, as mentioned before, I'm gonna play on Insanity. Auto level up is off because I don't want the game to just give random points to different powers and stuff like that. Level scaling, I kept it in legendary mode. For those that don't know, they changed the leveling in this system where you basically instead of 1 to 60, you can go to 1 to 30. And then I think the points work the same though. So with 1 to 30, if you level up from say like level 1 to level 2, you get 6 points instead of 3 points. Since you have half the levels, you get twice the points, if you know what I mean. Score power usage, I keep that as defensive, so basically if their shields drop, then they can put up some shields themselves. I don't want to be babysitting them like that. And since the powers are independent anyway in this game, they can do that. But the offensive ones, I like to be in charge. To be honest, Mass Effect 1 was like the most difficult for me to understand gameplay wise, maybe because it had no depth, or it had a lot of depth. I never understood it. Um, on Insanity, the enemies were like sponges, so you shoot, and they didn't go down that easily. So I never actually played this game on Insanity, or I did, but I never finished it on Insanity. So we're gonna make an attempt to finish this game on Insanity this time. Autosave, yeah, that's fine. Subtitles and tutorials, yeah, that's fine. Some things have changed, so tutorials might be good. Let's do this. Accept. Look at that mass relay. What I don't like though, black bars on the sides. It supports 21.9, but not in cutscenes apparently.
What about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard
There's a reflection of Shepard in the window. Didn't have that before.
Runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He saw his whole unit die on the cruise. He could have some
Excuse
serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Okay, let's see how the reflection looks when the hair reflection when he starts walking down the aisle. Mass Effect introduction. If you want to read it, pause it and read it. I like the music. I really love the Mass Effect 1 music. Logo is a bit different, as mentioned before. I like the old one better, but very smooth. I remember playing this on X360.
The Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Everything was so blurry. Now everything's sharp. I really like that. Those black bars, disappointment, but hey.
Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
I really enjoy the music in this. The introduction is a classic. The suit looks so good, man. Look at all that weaving and stuff.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
Wow, the relay looks really good. Really sharp, and the effects around the spinning things, really good.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty then, let's go.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sink engaged.
That sounds weird.
All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
So, as you can see, and as I already mentioned a bunch of times, textures look a lot better. Another difference that I see is the shadowing. So, Joker's hat, it had a shadow in his face. First game didn't have that. And, those small changes, they make a big difference to the overall look of the game. The lighting seems to have changed a bit, and I don't know, I think it looks fine. It's not as if it's game breaking or anything. Some people were complaining online about how the whole mood has changed comparing two screenshots next to each other. But if you look at the game like this, the video looks fine, you know. So yeah, official story, but only an idiot believes the official story. I fully agree, and with all the things going on right now in the world, there are some official stories that are quite questionable, but we're not going to go into that because otherwise, you know, this whole channel is going to be gone. So let's keep focusing on gaming and on Mass Effect, and I have to say I agree.
They don't send specters on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a convoy and link
Got the shadow on his face.
I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I got it, and I know he's upset. I'm not gonna say that he made him mad. It's not his fault. I already played the game, so I know what's going on. But I'm gonna try to not spoil anything for the ones that are looking at this for the first time or watching gameplay for the first time. But this is a very interesting game, and you know, if you can buy it, play it for yourself, I definitely recommend it. So yeah, I'm gonna say, is he upset?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
All right. So another thing I wanted to show off is the photo mode. It feels a bit clunky to me, but you know, it's right here. So when you press escape, I'm playing on a mouse and keyboard on my computer. So photo mode, and you see this whole menu right here. You can change a bunch of things. So you can tilt the camera, and you can change the focal length. It's basically works basically like a zoom function. And what else do we have? We have this other tab right now, depth of field. So if you look right over Shepard's head with it on, you see that basically the galaxy over there is blurry, right? If I turn it off, everything looks sharp. So that's an option you can have. Distance, I don't know exactly what that does. Didn't mess around with that. And you know, I think there's some special camera stuff that will make more sense to people that are photographers than me. And so yeah, the blur strength, I guess that's something that makes sense. But you know, play around with it. Saturation is gonna mess with the color, so I'm not gonna do that. Film grain, I actually don't really see much of a difference between film grain on and off. In the video, probably you're not gonna notice it at all. But this is on. I'm gonna turn it off, and you know, I see the difference. But I like it on actually. It's so smooth and very unnoticeable, so it's fine. You can increase the strength here if it's still too strong for you, or you want a bit more film grain. Room strength, room threshold. So no, you know, you have a couple of options to create pictures like you want. You can hide a player, you can hide party, you can hide enemies, you can hide all NPCs. So basically, if you want, you can make a bunch of pictures of the Normandy. We're in the ship, it's called the Normandy right now, and you know, you can make pictures of the whole thing without any people in it if you wanted. So that's cool. You can move the camera, as you can see. This is the most clunky part, you know. I want to go back, but you know, maybe I haven't figured out the controls, but you know, yeah. So there's a limit to where you can go. Max amount of meters you can go away from your character. I guess they did that because in some areas you would be able to go like infinitely somewhere and see a bunch of stuff that you're not supposed to see. But you know, that's how it works. You can zoom in really close also. So with this one, the focal length, you can go like really close. It's a bit creepy, but you know, yeah, it's not necessary to do that. So that's how it works. And I think this is good enough for now. I'm gonna quick save the game. And thank you for watching, and we'll keep playing next time.